Hey guys, it's Thursday and I am back with some more Legends programming. I've missed seeing your faces, but I hope you're all staying well and staying home and doing these workouts either outside like I am today. It's absolutely beautiful, or inside. But anyway, today's workout, I've got a couple of different movements in it that we have not done, at least in these last couple of weeks since we've been online. I've got some frog crunches and some burpees and some overhead squats. And I'm gonna give you a couple of different things that you can do for overhead squat. I actually do not have a barbell here with me, so I'm gonna be overhead squatting either with a broom or with a sheet that you just hold overhead. It's just something to give you something to hold on to and to really lock out and push overhead. So, with that being said, let's get started. For a warm-up today, I would like for you to do 50 jumping jacks, and then we're gonna get our shoulders warmed up, and we're gonna get our core warmed up. We're gonna do some inchworms, some walkout inchworms. So you're gonna do 3 walkout inchworms, really taking your time, getting into that good dive bomb push-up. Spend some time in upward dog. Rock back onto your toes, spend some time in downward dog, push your chest through, and then walk your feet to your hands and walk back up. So you're gonna do that 3 times. So 50 jumping jacks, 3 walkout inchworms. What we're also gonna do to get shoulders stretched out for overhead squat, let's go ahead and do thread the needle. So you're gonna be on all fours in that tabletop position. You're gonna take your right arm up to the sky and you're gonna thread it through your left side. And just lay there, give it a good 20-second count. Come back up out of that. Do the same thing on the left side. You're gonna take your left arm to the sky and thread it through to the right. You're gonna go through that 3 times on each side. So that's to get our shoulders good and warm. After we've done that, the workout I do have for you today, it's gonna be 4 rounds. You're gonna do 12 frog crunches. I'm gonna show you what that is here in a second. It's a good core workout, a good way to help work on your posture. And then you've got 6 burpees, which we know how to do, but I will go over the movement anyway. And then we've got 3 overhead squats. And I'm gonna go over overhead squat quite a bit just so we make sure we're doing all those things that we should be doing to make our overhead squat look really, really pretty. After that, after the 3 overhead squats, you're gonna run, jog, or walk 100 meters. So it's 4 rounds, 12 frog crunches, 6 burpees, 3 overhead squats, and then you're gonna run 100 meters. So for the frog crunches, you're gonna lay down. You're gonna have your feet with the soles of your feet touching. So we're not gonna be in this position like we would be for a sit-up. Sometimes we're gonna be in this position, almost like butterfly. Come back and put your hands behind your head, your neck, and you're just gonna come up, hold for a few seconds and go down, come up, hold for a few seconds and come down. You're only lifting your shoulder blades off the ground. You're not coming all the way up into a sit-up like we would do for like an ab mat sit-up. So again, legs out like a frog, hands behind your head, and just come up, hold for 2 seconds, and then back down. You're gonna do 12 of those in each round. Then you've got 6 burpees. Again, a burpee, all it is, falling onto the ground, chest all the way onto the ground, come back up, jump at the top, yay, burpee. All right, the last thing for this workout that we're gonna go over is overhead squat. You see, I have my handy dandy, I guess this is a big pillowcase. That's what I'm gonna use for this. For overhead squat, just like with any squat, when we start our squat, we wanna make sure that our feet are in a good squat stance for us, whatever that looks like for you, with your toes turned out just a little bit, and you send your hips back first, so you're gonna look like this. Always coming down to below parallel, and then back up and standing with your hips nice and open at the top. For overhead squat, this helps us with like core stability, midline stability, that kind of thing. I really like overhead squat. You're gonna take your sheet, you're gonna take your broomstick, If you have a barbell, that's awesome. You can take that too. But you're going to have this wide grip on it, outside shoulder length. If I had a bar with me and I raised my knee up, I shouldn't be able to move that bar. It should stay right where it is, right at my pockets. You're gonna take that bar overhead and see how my elbow pits are facing the sky and my armpits are facing forward. And the sheet or the bar is basically right over my head. I take a deep breath. Everything is super tight and engaged in my shoulders and my lats. And I send my hips back and I come down to the bottom of that squat and I stand back up. Do that again. So hips back first. I'm really shrugging to the sky to make sure that my shoulders are engaged in this. Hips back, down to below parallel. My knees stay nice and out and not forward, and I stand back up. So that's the overhead squat. And then after that, you're running 100 meters, coming back and doing it 3 more times. So I hope you like this one. I think it's kind of fun. A couple of different movements that we don't normally do in Legends, and then one movement that we do a lot, which is burpees, because they're super fun. But give this one a try. I hope you like it, and I'll see you next week.